This episode is brought to you in partnership with Choose Chicago. Capture the excitement.
Hey. What you like?
I just laugh at how long it takes you to start.
Hey.
Hey.
It ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Is it?
Hey.
No, I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Not
if you don't have a penis. Hey.
Wow. What's going on? Okay, 77 Flavors of Chicago. See you right now.
This is the podcast where we visit all 77 of Chicago's historic neighborhoods and discuss their heritage and taste the amazing food.
And if you know anything about us, we love two things, food and Chicago, so I can't wait to burn this gas money.
You ready?
Let's get it.
This is the 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast.
Yes, it is.
Hey.
We back. What you talking about?
What you doing?
Not if you...
Don't worry about it. Just people that, if you know, you know.
If you know.
If you don't know.
I love it. I love it.
Sorry, find better people.
I find better people. No, don't find better. You good right where y'all at. You know? you good right here.
Maybe this is the boost they needed.
Hey, well, whatever. Dario.
Sarah.
77 Flavors of Chicago in this effort.
Wow, you starting with the air horn early today.
I had to give us two of them by accident. Oh man, you know what? It's a little warm in this motherfucker. That's why I'm. That's
no,
why
it's not. No, it's not.
Look,
it's literally snowing outside.
Okay, it is. But you know what?
It's also 73 degrees in here, which is not that warm.
It's hot. Your boy out here with the half sock life.
Stop it.
You see me?
Stop it.
I'm out here half socking
This is like the second or third episode where you're talking about your feet, and this is not that kind of podcast.
Look, hey, somebody
no, no,
somebody might be into it.
No,
shit. Look at your boy's joints.
Stop it.
My shit look like T.I.
I told you it looks like Pharrell with the hat.
I'm happy. I'm happy ass head.
Yeah, happy feet having ass.
Happy feet having ass. Well, in case y'all didn't remember, this is a podcast about Chicago.
This is your first time listening.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. This is us. This is us in real life.
Element.
In the element. Date night number 44, I think.
Boy.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know, you seen by the title, this is Albany Park. A little bit.
Say Albany?
Yeah, Albany.
I said Albany.
Albany. You know.
That's interesting.
It all go down the same. They know what time it is.
Who's they? Oh, the people listening. I was like, who are you talking to?
Hey, we be out here doing numbers every week. Hey, appreciate y'all. One time for the one time.
Real, one time for the one time.
Yeah, y'all get air horn. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are not getting offended by me telling you to fuck off.
No, yeah, right. You know what I mean? Because like that's Chicago. That's some Chicago. This is a Chicago podcast. You got to end it like that. You got to let them know that we got the sauce out here.
That winner circle treatment.
You know? Yeah, right. This is authenticity right here.
Authenticity.
You know, shout out to the winner circle. I just came from there.
Hey.
Yeah, you got a tattoo.
I did. I covered up an old tattoo.
Yeah, out here 1/8 sleeving it.
It's not 1/8. It's half of my bottom half of my arm.
Yeah, that's 1/8.
No, it's not. It's 1/4.
No, it's not.
It's your forearm, your back arm.
That might be 1/4.
Yeah, it's not might be. It is 1/4 of my arm. I was there for 2 hours. That felt like 1/4 of my arm.
Hey, math ain't my strong point, you know.
What would you say are your strong points?
Everything else. Everything else. You know, shit.
Trolley.
I ain't got time. Anyway.
How was your week?
Man, you look, this week has been good. I'm tired of this damn rain in Chicago though.
Honestly.
Damn. Like y'all don't understand, man.
I think they understand.
Yeah, they understand. But like, for real, I need to vent real quick. Like I'm so tired of this damn I can't take pictures. You know, I can. I mean, but I don't feel like going out in the goddamn rain no more. Yeah. I got good Jordans I want to wear. Can't do that. You know.
Honestly, you wear like the same 3 shoes all year.
That's because you know.
And then you take your shoes in their box to the venue.
Yeah.
And change.
Yeah, people got to know. I got to stay clean. You know, I got to stay clean. They can't catch me stepping wrong out here.
Yeah.
You know what time it is?
You literally have shoes that have not been outside, but you've owned them for years.
Yeah, that's true. I got the taxis. I know you don't. They fire though. I got the taxis. They only been worn, I think, 2 times in 7 years.
That's sad.
No, it's not. They legendary shoes.
What if the shoes are like in there? Like, please, man.
Well, too bad.
Somebody needs to see us.
You better learn how to walk on their own. Shit. If that's look, it is. It is. It is. Boy, I thought they was busting out here, y'all.
What was that?
It's our neighbors upstairs.
Oh.
Woo, boy. I was like, oh, shit. We out here.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh, y'all can't hear, but that shit was real. Anyway, yeah, so this is
You're tired of the rain. You want to take your drone out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, right. Yeah.
Daria bought a drone for X amount of dollars.
Ooh, that bad boy only like
3 times, 4 times, maybe.
Or 5 if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because of the
Crazy.
weather.
Damn weather.
So you could have done yourself a favor and bought a weatherproof drone.
I think I can fly that drone outside.
No, you can't.
I'm just afraid. Yes, I can. I could do it. You eating that nasty ass
just mind your business.
Punk ass Reese cup. That's a punk Aldi brand Reese cup.
It's not Aldi brand.
Yeah, that's not, because even Aldi is better than that one. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, we won't say the name of it. It ain't nowhere from Chicago, y'all. So it ain't no Chicago Reese cup. And so I could talk my talk. But
it's one of those like organic,
nasty. It is nasty.
Chocolate.
That is one of the top 3 worst things I've ever eaten. You know, I eat a lot of nasty things.
No, you don't. You eat the same 5 things every time.
I eat a lot. I mean, I've in over 38 years, I've had some nasty shit, and that right there, that thing's so nasty, it make me physically want to fight it. Like that's how nasty it is.
Dramatic.
No, I'm being for real. Y'all ever had food that's just so nasty?
I think it's because Reese's are so much your favorite.
Yeah.
Anything that is like pretending to be a Reese's cup is annoying.
Yeah, that's pretty offensive. Yeah, you're right. I think you own something with that one, because like I feel like they doing too much and not doing enough at the same time. Like that's like it's mushy on the outside, on the inside. First of all,
they're like Kanye.
Yeah.
Doing too much and not enough at the same time.
I thought you were about to say mushy on the inside.
Maybe mushy on the inside.
I don't know. But all I know is dark chocolate. That dark chocolate can get the hell on, but this dark chocolate.
Wow.
Anyway, how was your week?
Wow.
How was your week? I mean, it's only been 2 days since they listened to this.
Well, they don't know when we're recording.
Yeah. It's 2 days to them.
Dun,
so.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so talk to us.
My week has been good.
Yeah? Tattoo ass.
I literally just got a tattoo. That's probably the high of my week this week.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty fine.
What else did I do this week? I don't even know.
Yeah, we do so much. You know, schedules be so busy.
Shut up.
We do so many activities.
Honestly, it's because of this full-time job that I have that everything just blurs.
Yeah.
I hate it. Yeah. But I signed up for dance classes recently.
Oh, you're shaking your booty.
You know?
It's
been so fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl Nikki.
Hey, hold on.
We go a couple times a week.
Yeah.
We did yoga on Sunday. Mm-hmm. The yoga instructor spent like 15 minutes telling us about how much she hates being a mother.
Damn.
She just had her baby.
Y'all her resource. She just had the baby
like 7 months ago.
That's still
recent, right?
Yeah, you're in that.
And she was what does everyone like to do on their Sunday? Like, what's your Sunday act? And we're all like, oh, self-care, sleep in, yoga, and brunch. And she was like, I hate all of you. I was like, okay.
Shout out to the moms out there.
I don't know how you do it, to be honest.
Yeah, that shit tough. I mean, but she venting to y'all.
Yeah, she did for like 15 minutes. I felt really bad for her.
It's all good. You didn't tell her what podcast is it?
No.
Okay.
No. Honestly, believe it or not, I don't go around telling people I'm in a podcast.
Shit, you better than me. I'll be telling, hey y'all, you might recognize this voice. No,
you don't.
I'm the one be talking about Chicago 77. Y'all, I know you probably heard me.
That's hilarious.
Hey, look, you
might recognize this voice.
I'm trying to come up, y'all.
You are very distinguished.
I'm trying to get out the hood.
You're not in the hood.
I'm trying to get us out the hood. Shit. I'm trying to get us out the mud. We trying to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'll be flexing every time I get. They be like, sir, what's your order? I'd be like, let me get a double charred cheddar. And I'm that dude from 77 Flavors of Chicago. I don't know if that.
They'd be like, I don't know what the fuck that means. Keep moving. Back of the line. You off your meds? No, get out of here.
No, I ain't out there.
Just randomly jumping on buses telling people you're fucking. Hey, everybody.
Hey, y'all, go ahead and hit that link real quick.
Darius is the guy on the train telling people to listen to his mixtape.
Sure is. Shit. How is she gonna get it? If I work someplace where I can slide a mixtape into a Happy Meal, I would. I'll be sliding my card anywhere.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about us. I'm glad y'all took 10 minutes to listen.
We should put a little thing in the beginning of the episode.
Skip to
10 minutes to actually begin content.
Minute 11. Just go ahead. Anyway, y'all ready to get down? Yeah, let's get it. Here, we about to hex Sarah one more time.
Shut up. Grass.
I don't know what you was on that one time. Shit is crazy. Y'all, we are in Albany Park again. We're going to get a little bit more detail about Albany Park.
A little deeper, if you may.
Little deeper. Albany Park, if y'all don't remember, it is community area number 2. And because this was done so early on in our little short run here so far, we didn't give the boundaries the first time.
Correct.
So
did not.
Here we go. The boundaries. To the north, you got Foster / the Chicago River North Branch. To the south, Montrose Avenue. Mm-hmm. To the east, Chicago River North Branch again. To the west, you got Cicero and Elston. The neighborhoods: Albany Park, self-named, Mayfair, North Mayfair, Ravenswood Manor, and Koreatown. Ravenwoods sound like Black and Miles. I'm sorry. Brief little rundown. If you didn't catch the first one, and if you are a new listener, here's some history about it. The name came from a group of investors who bought 640 acres of farmland back in 1893, led by Delancey Lauterbach. He was one of 4 people in that group that purchased all that farmland, 640 acres again.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. And he was from Albany, New York. So guess what they called him? Yeah, I know. Look,
I'm just playing.
No. New Yorkers came here because they knew Chicago was better.
Yeah.
That's why they came here. It is what it is. I said it. This was a part of the Jefferson Township also.
Of course it was.
Yes.
It's like north.
Yes. And Jefferson Township, if you remember, it was annexed in 1889. Now, this group of investors, they damn, that was loud as hell. You got a crack in the cold one? Shit.
No, it's grapefruit spindrift.
Okay, yeah. We don't say that name. We ain't paying nobody.
Facts. It's a grapefruit sparkling water.
Yeah, shit. It's some Channel 2. It's Channel 2 in the can. That's what the hell that is. I'm sorry, Channel 2. I do not.
Is that what channel is that?
Static. I'm sorry. Oops. No. I'm so sorry. Channel. I don't mean nothing. Anyway, let me continue.
It better not be WTW.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. Anyway, these investors brought transportation to the area, the streetcars, the elevated train track, all that kind of stuff. That's what this group brought, and it caused a business boom and a population boom.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. That's how Albany Park kind of got its start.
You know what's funny? So I just started watching The Gilded Age on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
And it's set in shit, I don't know what year, but it's like when New York was like tiny, and they were talking about buying railroads into Chicago.
Yeah.
And I'm literally on episode 2.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Again, you should watch it. It's really fun. That's all I got. But
I can't watch TV. I watch Real Housewives in New Jersey.
Yeah, because it doesn't require a lot of attention.
No,
and
it
you just don't like paying attention.
I'm Team Teresa, by the way. I don't care how goofy she is. I don't care.
She's like not just goofy; she's disrespectful.
Yeah, she's very disrespectful.
She said "cumin" instead of cumin.
Yes, I know. Yeah,
and she has like 7 cookbooks.
I still rock with her though. I still rock with Teresa because it's on site really with her. She waited till that parole was up. She waited till that.
There was a season where she was still on parole.
Yeah, she probation. I mean, she had that probation.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, I think she was on parole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she was right after she got out.
Yeah.
But once that parole was up, she was flipping tables.
She flipped back to flipping tables. I love that. Anyway,
she also knows that the second she drops the show, it's over.
They all
the show's not surviving.
Yeah, all them ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
Melissa can't sing. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like. Shit.
Literally.
Anyway, look, we can talk about that's a whole different podcast. If y'all want to hear 77 Flavors take on Real Housewives of New Jersey, I could run through all 12 seasons. I'm good. I could do that. Anyway, So here's something, and something that I don't think we dove too deep into the first time, and that's what this is all about. It's kind of talking about Albany Park and like the neighborhoods within the neighborhoods, because the first time we went around, we went to Subo, which is by the Brown Line, and we didn't really get into. It was a rainy day, y'all.
Also, it was you and Byron, and you guys are ridiculous.
Well, I'm talking. I know we are, but I'm talking about like just the detail, because we didn't get too much into it the first time around. Obviously, we do the greatest scope of it,
right?
And this since second time we get a little deeper, but we I don't know. I'm real handsy this episode.
Okay, well, watch out.
Your boy, hey, shout out to the Spotify listeners. Hey, y'all can see your boy. No, but it was a rainy day. Yeah. So, we literally got in, got out because,
That's what she said.
Because it was it was raining. Yeah, anyway, we went to the bakery and it was a mess. But now this time we got a chance to go through.
Drive around.
Yeah, and it's, y'all, kind of paint a picture for you. And the picture I want to paint is the picture that was painted of it back in 1893 and around that time. This was known for being a really, really great suburb. Okay, really, really great suburb. And before it was annexed to the city. Yep. And when it was annexed to the city, it still kind of had that mystique to it, so to say. Yeah, you like that?
I like that.
Your boy getting ready for this episode. I held that burp in too because I was.
Stop it! Take a shot, y'all.
Yeah.
Dario just
No. I held it in. I held it in. Anyway.
Excuse me.
You ever held the belt so much it come through your nose?
Nope, that's all you, boss.
Anyway, so now knowing that this was a good, like a really sought after suburb, if you go through it today, you can tell that it's a very busy part of town, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why it's a busy part of town, because some more history that we talked about. This is one of the most diverse cities, communities in the America.
I mean, you in America.
In America,
yeah.
Oh,
we did mention that
in
last
America.
time.
Yeah.
You could tell though.
You can, and I'm gonna get to that. The 60625 zip code.
You said shut up.
No. is known as one of the most diverse areas in the country. So that zip code there is known to a lot, and I'm gonna get into it. They speak 40 languages in the schools, and as of the 2000 census, 52% were foreign born. Okay.
Were what?
Foreign born. I can't stand your ass. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Foreign born. Fuck out of here, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Foreign born.
That was good.
That was
good job.
You a hater.
You got it though.
You a hater so much. Anyway.
I told you before we started recording, I'm coming with the fuckery on this episode.
Yeah, you did. You warned me. But so right around 1930, there was about I want to say like 50 to 60,000 people that lived. That's how much business came and immigrants came to the area to kind of make a living here in Albany Park. And the cool thing about that is that it really made this like the entry port for here in Chicago for immigrants. Right. So a lot of people came to, I think we talked about it in not released episode yet, but Pilsen, we talked about how that was like the entryway for immigrants to the city. Right. This was another one, but a little bit more on the northwest side, and both are part of the not Pilsen, but it's the west side of the city, so that's where the river is. So you see two of the boundaries is the Chicago River. So especially when you bring transportation, like Delancey did, him and his people, of course you're gonna get a lot of immigrants.
It's also very close to like again, when people move from other countries, they tend to find people that they already know that live there. Mm-hmm. So like if you have an area where immigrants are already showing up, when people come from a different, like when my uncle moved here, like 40 years ago or something. He moved to Bridgeview because that is like where everyone he knew that was Arab moved to Bridgeview. So that was the area that he lived in. And same thing with my dad. When he moved here, he went to Southern Illinois at Carbondale. And then after he graduated, he came and he lived in Bridgeview like everybody else. So it makes perfect sense that there's a lot of, the communities are still there because like that's where people move, and it's so close to the suburbs that it also makes sense that people didn't like, you know, you're like not
settle there.
You're not too much in the city, but you're also pretty close that you can.
And I'm glad you brought that up because specifically the Mayfair and North Mayfair neighborhoods, you all have to go down this area because it feels like, and we talked about this with Pullman, that it feels like a transportation, back in time. This one is not so much back in time, but it just feels like you are literally in another country, and not just one country, but multiple in the same street. And the cool thing about Mayfair is if you go through Mayfair, they have the signage up of its history
on Lawrence,
on Lawrence right there of its history, because that part is, they really hang on to the Mayfair part because that was really the suburb part of town. And to that point, a lot of bungalows up here. Chicago, we love our bungalows. And I was doing some research, and from 1910 to about 1930, 1940, I don't know if anybody knows how many bungalows Chicago built in between those 30, 40 years. 80,000 bungalows. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, there is a historic bungalow area that we drove through, and I got it right here on the screen. But we drove through it, and I think it's amazing. We both were kind of just like, damn, this is crazy to see, these historic houses in such a part of Chicago history down here in the area. And I think that was really cool to see, especially how Mayfair part of, Albany Park held on to it. Right. I think that was really dope.
That's pretty dope. And you know how you said like you feel like you're in a different country, or like an entirely different vibe than the rest of other parts in the city. And that's remember when we were driving through, I was like, this looks just like Amman, which is like the city that I grew up in Jordan. The shops, the signage, like all of that. There's a lot of Arabic. Yeah. But there's also a lot of other languages out there. You know what I mean?
40 to be exact.
Right. But it's like a good combination of all those great things. So like, if you're a person that likes to try different kinds of foods, and a lot of community areas say you can eat around the world in those community areas. There you probably actually really can. Yeah.
And, so it's funny you say that. This, according to the Albany Park Chamber of Commerce, which is really the North River Commission's organization, they call it the Chicago is the gateway. Chicago is the gateway to the world in this area, because I don't know if I could paint this picture for y'all, but just imagine a street where you have probably 4 to 5 different cultures and ethnicities with shops, with shops and businesses all in the same strip. And like, so you're driving down Lawrence, going east to west to east, and or
east to west.
Or east west, whichever way you're going. And you are just literally in like it just looks, to me, it looked so weird, weird in a good way. That holy cow, like
unique.
You're unique. It's unique. Yeah. And you don't know there's a Mexican restaurant here right next to an Indian restaurant, next to a Korean, next to a restaurant, Guatemalan, next to, all these different ethnicities. Right. And it's such a beautiful thing to see because it is busy down there. You know what I mean? It's not even like it's just like, oh, they're there, they exist. No, they are thriving. Like it is something that is.
And a lot of them have been there for a very long time. Yeah. Like we'll talk about the restaurant that we went to, but in the same like little plaza that we went to, that grocery store we walked in, the Middle Eastern grocery store. I remember coming to that for like a very long time ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe it's a distorted childhood memory, but I like vividly remember it.
Huge.
Yeah, and one other thing I wanted to say is that we don't speak all of the languages. You know what I mean? So like if you're driving and you're seeing a lot of like languages that you don't recognize, you might say, oh, these are all like Mexican restaurants, but it could be
it's not.
Different. You know what I mean? Like different countries speak Spanish that have different kinds of food, or even like East Asian. You could be like, oh, this looks distinguishedly Japanese, or this, but you might not be able to recognize what the language is that's on the window. Same thing with like Arabic or Turkish or Persian. Those all look similar characters, but different languages.
Yeah. It's like one of those it's like a thing that in Chicago that I feel like everybody has to experience. If you are Chicagoan, you have to go down this street and just see it, because like I don't think even us talking about it and with the visuals, it's not enough.
Right.
Because like I know we drove there and it was a sunny, cloudy day, you know what I mean?
Right.
And the clouds look gorgeous. You know, I wish I had the time to stop and get a picture of it. But going down there, you were like, dang, this is crazy. And like knowing the research, you're like, this is really the gateway to the world.
And like as someone that likes to cook and likes like kitchen gadgets, there's so many places that have such inexpensive like imported kitchen gadgets, like you know, the thing that we make Turkish coffee in, or stuff like things that you don't find in other stores in around the city. That it's like going to Jungbu or like walking to the back of the market. You see things there that are very inexpensive that if I went to like a regular store, but so you see a lot of that there. And I don't know, I really appreciate it. I think it makes the people from those communities feel very much at home.
Yeah, and they are. I mean, because everybody is living in a harmony too over there. You know. Now, one more thing. A couple more things. In 1990, this area claimed the most number of Korean, Filipino, and Guatemalan immigrants in Chicago.
Wow.
In 1990, you know, like there was the most in this part of town. And, you know, I mentioned one of the neighborhoods was Koreatown. Korea, a lot of Koreans, I mean, flooded to this area, to the point where, you know, they had the businesses, the homes were built. They were a big corporate of, you see me trying to, they were a big, maybe I'm just like sucking in too much air as I talk or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
I was going to say you're sucking in something, but I stopped.
Slow down. But a lot of the Koreans, you know, we talked about the bungalows, 80,000 within a 30, 40 year span. In this time, you know, there were a lot of Koreans that came through, and they are the reason for the houses being built. Of course, the other denominations too, and everything. But it was so many of them that they actually named it Koreatown. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like so.
Actually, one of the restaurant options I was looking at was a Korean like chicken barbecue place.
Yeah, and man,
it's literally on Lawrence.
It's on Lawrence.
There's so many options. You could just walk down that street and you can shop, you can eat. I mean, you can like experience different cultures. Yeah.
And I mean, like it's really dope because you got restaurants, bakeries, shops, you know, like all kind of stuff, like you said down there. And it's again, I'm glad we got the chance to come up here again, because it was. I think we both were just like, this is bizarre. You know what I mean? Like to see, and
we've driven through Albany Park.
Yeah, we have.
My favorite butcher shop is right around there.
Yeah, that's right. We did, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe we just eyes not open mind, at least. You know what I mean?
Right.
What didn't see it, but
different lens.
Yeah, but it was. I don't know. I was in shock, y'all. Yeah. Like it was a very diverse, like very diverse street, because at one point I was like, it's hard to call what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so understand that this is one of the most diverse places in America. You know what I mean? Like this particular zip code. So if you got a chance, please
check it out.
Go out there with urgency, you know, because I think it's, especially in the summertime, I wonder what kind of like celebrations.
Yeah, so it's very close to like Andersonville, Edgewater area. So they share a lot of these like street festivals and street events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like fun things going on over there.
Yeah,
over the summer.
I'm looking up here.
Do they have an events calendar?
They do have an events calendar, and if you are listening to this on time, the Northwest Brew Fest is Saturday, April 30th. So if you are listening to this on time, we don't like time stamping, but just the off chance that you want to get up and go and have some fun, there's that going on. I think that's the only thing. June, they got some flavors of Albany Park.
Yeah.
So pretty cool stuff that they got going on. A summer fest, and you know it's gonna be lit because it's like a whole bunch of different communities and ethnicities getting together and partying. So
their Chamber of Commerce has an Instagram page, which is really like, okay, so if I'm ever like doing real research and trying to find, I'll go to the Chamber of Commerce to see like what businesses are they supporting, what businesses are part of the chamber, and so they have a pretty cool Chamber of Commerce Instagram. That posts a lot of this stuff.
So a shout out to this computerized tablet that I have here. I'm not name dropping nobody.
Computerized tablet.
This computerized tablet device.
On a separate note, Apple, if you want to sponsor us, we'll take it.
Well, we definitely will take it.
Take it.
But yeah,
that's what she said.
Yeah. Oops.
That's what she said.
Why do I say oops all the time?
I don't know.
Y'all, I hope you learned a little bit more. I think I feel like, it might not be, what you want, but like I feel like my cup was full. I feel like my cup was full this time.
And if it wasn't what you want,
there's the internet.
Hit us up. We there are other podcasts that we love for history things that you can check out.
Shout out to Tommy. Chicago
History Podcast. He does a lot of like in-depth, very specific things.
Tommy funny as hell, y'all.
Tommy is hilarious.
First
of all, he will roast the shit out of you. Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. The Dailies got it when we were in Bridgeport.
Man, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I got it.
You got it.
I get it all the time on Instagram.
The guy that came up and started singing Christmas carols to us got it.
Hey, Tommy is literally
hilarious.
One of the funniest people.
Literally. And his podcast is so educational.
Yeah.
He has such great guests on there.
He be plugging some good stuff too. He just had that WTTW thing. Documentary thing that was. I mean, Tommy on it, man. Look, shout out to Tommy.
And he has like 700,000 episodes, so go listen to all of them.
Right? Yeah. And they not long either. That's
what she said.
No, but that's I'm glad. I'm glad we were able to come down here and find more reasons for you to choose Chicago.
Hey. On that note, we're gonna go get this money real quick,
and we'll be
right back. We are back, and this segment is sponsored by Choose Chicago, where we capture the excitement around the city.
Hey, go ahead.
Oops. Nope.
What?
Oops, what?
Why do I do that all the time? Damn.
That's funny. Darius playing with his buttons. There you go.
Shit.
You got it.
Capture Chicago excitement. You know what I'm talking about.
You know what time it is.
Hey.
And today we are obviously in Albany Park. Why do I sound preppy as hell?
Hey, I don't know.
Today we're in Albany Park, and it was really hard deciding what kind of restaurant to go to.
We had options.
Because, like, I always try to be like, okay, let's find a place. If there is an option for us to go somewhere where we are not repeating a cuisine, I try to do that.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to, because that is the predominant. Well, no, it's the predominant population in that area, so you want to like honor that.
Yep.
But this one was hard because it was so many great options, honestly. And so I don't want to claim that we picked the best option, but it was fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And we went to I can't pronounce it. Well, I don't know if I'm
give
pronouncing
it your best try.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, but the spelling is Antepli.
I would say
Antepli. Okay. It is Turkish. And if you don't know where Turkey is half in the west part of Asia and half in the east part of Europe. So part of it falls where people identify as the Middle East, which is, white people love naming areas that not them. And I had to. And then half of it falls in Europe. And so it has a lot of food influenced by the Mediterranean region. Do you say region or region?
You said the same shit.
No, I didn't. I said region or region.
What? Am I tweaking?
Yeah, you are. Okay, it's fine. Maybe I am. So its food has a lot of influence from that area, obviously. And it is, it was like the hub of the Ottoman Empire. So the Ottoman Empire spanned very large, and this is Middle East history. The Ottoman Empire was extremely large, and it collapsed after World War I, but Turkey remained, and so that there was a lot of, it was internal trade because it was all the Ottoman Empire, right?
Yeah.
So you see the same foods in North Africa, Middle East, and then that Mediterranean, which was like Greece and Turkey and those islands.
Yeah.
So partially this was a biased choice because I was in the mood for this kind of food and I really like it. So, this place is new. It opened in 2020.
Yeah. And it looks brand new.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
Brand new.
And it's huge. So, and if you are unaware, we are currently in the month of Ramadan, which is the whole, I can't believe I said it like that, but.
Say it the right way.
Ramadan.
Hey, look at it.
You keep playing me on my people.
My stigmatism is...
No, don't play me. You're wearing your glasses.
No.
No, but we are in the holy month. And so I was actually surprised that they are open because a lot of
you did say that
Muslim-owned restaurants are not open during Ramadan during the day. They open around iftar, which is where you break your fast. If you're not aware what Ramadan is, it's where you fast from sunrise to sunset to get closer to God for the month of Ramadan. So they were open, which, I guess kind of makes sense because if they are owned by the European Turkish, that means they're probably Christian.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But let's talk about what we had. So
we had some good shit.
Yeah. Let's start out with the drinks.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Tread lightly.
I'm going to.
And softly.
I'm going to.
We're about to beef.
I know. Y'all.
Dario had an orange soda.
First of all, it was a Turkish orange soda.
Yeah, it was orange soda. It was a safe choice.
Pop, by the way. You got me saying soda out here. It's pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was a safe choice.
Right. Well, yes, it was. But, it was also Turkish. And I love, y'all, I don't know if I made it known on this podcast, but orange pop is the greatest pop of all time. It's not up for debate. I'm not trying to even go back and forth with y'all. But like this.
Not about to tennis that.
Yeah, I'm not tennising that with y'all. So, So of course they had orange pop, and I was like, "Yeah, let me try Turkish orange pop," and it was good. Had a different aftertaste. I kept saying I still don't know what it was.
It tasted like a childhood candy.
Yeah, it did. I cannot remember for the life of me, but it was good. It took me like 5 sips, and I was gone with it. You know what I mean? Like,
it was a smaller bottle.
But I did overindulge in it a little bit. You know what I mean? But now here's the thing. What Sarah had was in. It was
so good.
It's a yogurt, right? A yogurt drink.
Correct. It is a salty yogurt. Okay. And it's like a drinkable yogurt. It's not like the yogurt that you eat with strawberries or whatever the fuck you'll be doing out here.
Let me tell you, it ain't.
Also, do you know that like we barely consume sweet yogurts?
Yeah.
Or flavored yogurts. They're all like goat milk.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I don't mess with none of it, first of all.
It's so good. Listen, if you like savory, drinks that you can't even describe it because if you've never had it before, it's really hard to describe because there's nothing really like it. It's like it's savory yogurt. Imagine like a watered. No, it's not like
definitely not.
I'm trying to say like a watered down Greek yogurt, but okay, it has flavors of like goat cheese. Okay. It's really good.
Y'all, let me
maybe like kefir if you've had kefir before. Okay. Similar energy.
Let me tell you something, y'all. I took one sip.
You didn't give it enough of a chance.
I didn't have to. It didn't give me a chance to process what was going on. Wow. It ain't been too many things on this podcast where I say keep that. You know what I'm saying? This is one I cannot get with. It's if y'all don't rock with yogurt in the first place,
maybe it's not. This is not for you.
This is not your choice right here. Don't just
Take a shot, y'all. Sorry, just
wow.
What are you're just literally drinking water.
Right. I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm intaking too much air. I'm so sorry, y'all, why I keep doing that. But it's on a scale of I'm not gonna do that. It's
just not your taste.
It's not my taste at all.
I love it.
Y'all.
It's something we drink when we eat the kind of food that we ate today, which is like our version of barbecue.
Man, look, that was that.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, all right.
Because you're about to shit on this for
no, I'm not.
And it's gonna make me mad.
I'm not. It was. All right. Anyway, we had. What else did we have? We had.
Well, then we had platter. We had the mixed appetizer platter, which has hummus, baba ganoush, labneh, shakshuka, and a burak.
And yeah, I was gonna say and it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. So it's meant to be like a platter of things that accompany grilled meats and chicken which is what we had for our main. If you don't know what labneh is kind of like a cultured yogurt. So if you take the yogurt and you add an acid to it and you drain all of the liquid out of it, it makes it's a little bit thicker than sour cream, but it's a very similar consistency, very similar flavor.
Interesting.
Hummus is hummus. Y'all be making it with chocolate out here, so you know what the fuck it is. Okay, don't play me.
Don't get started.
Don't play me, okay? Lord have mercy. Trader, Joe.
Come on.
Joe?
You said Joe. like
you out here, I don't know who you trading with because this, okay, anyway. Then we had baba ganoush, which is it's turning eggplant into a dip. So you roast the eggplant and then you add tahini to it, garlic and lemon juice and all that stuff, and you make it into a dip. And then my favorite one was that it's a roasted red pepper.
Yeah, no, that was good
with garlic and like a hot chili pepper.
Yeah, that had some kick to it.
Yeah.
It did.
And that is meant to go on the kebab.
Not a lot of kick, though. No,
it's not crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm trying to get it right for people. You know what I mean? Because it's more than a usual.
Correct.
You know, you know how most people be telling us, oh, it's got a little spice to it. And then we bite it, we be like, there ain't no spice to this.
No, but it's like
this one is.
It has a raw pepper. It's a raw jalapeno pepper in there.
Yeah, you can taste it.
So you're going to taste it.
I had that before you told me.
Yeah.
You right when you said it's got a little spice to it. I was like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it got a spot. I mean, I can handle it. Nah, it wasn't the hottest thing at all.
So
but
don't blame me.
Yeah, for real. But if you got a low tolerance to spicy foods, that'll sneak up on you. You know, that'll sneak up on you, hit your back of their neck. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was good though. It was. You know what? It was really good with. It was good with the other platter that we had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's meant to be a company is meant to accompany.
Yeah, you're right.
The meats and the chicken. We also had the diced lamb and mozzarella. It's like a pie. So and it looks
like a pizza. Look, I know you don't want me to say it.
It looks like a pizza. It does not have tomato sauce on it.
No, but it looked like it.
It looks like a pizza. But we make a lot of things like that. There's a version of it that they make in Syria and Lebanon. They call it lahm b'ajin, which literally means dough with meat.
Yeah. That was good. I think I got too full because I drank a lot of water and the pop, but I will say. That was really good way of having diced lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you
intro to lamb.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
1000%.
That's like an intro to lamb because the mozzarella gonna distract you anyway. You know what I mean?
So will the dough.
Yeah, that dough gonna distract you, but you eating lamb at the end of the day, and I know it's not, but it looked like a pizza. So if your mind plays a game on you, while you eating it, yeah. But aside from that, it was good. I was just full. I was just. It was
really good.
The Middle East, man, y'all give a lot of portions. You know what I'm saying? A large portion. But
I mean, this was what we ordered. Everything we ordered was meant for 3 people.
That's true, yeah. Now, here's something, sidebar, speaking of the large portion. And this is, I think, good for people to know culturally, this is not a typical thing that you eat in, the Middle East or in that part of the world, So this is kind of like a splurge, family get together, big gathering type of meal. So,
correct.
Nobody's over in the Middle East eating all this together all the time, day in, day out.
And it's shareable.
So, that was interesting for me to talk about, to think about, because saying, oh, I'm eating Turkish food. I'm grown. Stop right now. I'm grown with hiccups, man. What's going on? This is crazy. It's crazy. But me. I'm like, oh, I'm eating Turkish food right now, or I'm eating Middle Eastern food, but this is not typically. The serving type. Also,
this is not what people eat every day in their homes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a typical everyday thing. Right. You know what I mean? Like, this is a feast. You know what I mean?
Like this if you go to a barbecue, you're not eating barbecue every single day of your life.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so.
It's really, we call it a grill, but it's a barbecue.
Fire. I mean, I like the composition of it, but like, I think it's interesting to know, you know what I mean? Like, this is, this is not what we do every day. That'd be like going over to Middle East and they'd be like, hey, let's have a American night. We got pizza, hamburger, hot dogs on the platter. You know what I mean? Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, so just to give people the frame of mind what's going on here.
Yeah. We also had the mixed grill, which was the main entree, which is, we had the kebab, which was lamb.
Yep.
And we had the beef, like kufta kebab also. We had the chicken, they call it chicken shish. We call it shish tawut, which is the same. It's grilled chicken on a skewer. They're all like skewered grilled meats. And then we had the doner or the shawarma kebab, which is like, think of pastor.
Yep.
On a rotating grill, and you just shave off the meats. And it was all served with basmati rice, which is the like and okay, here's my trick for rice. You want to hear how you get non-mushy single grain?
You might have said this on the podcast before, but go ahead, because I forgot.
I think I have, but I said it when we did the episode with Nick.
I think so. Yes. Because you wowed him
months ago. Yeah. So basically, the way to get the perfect rice is you rinse your rice like 3 or 4 times to get rid of all of your starch. And then you soak your rice in hot water for like as long as you possibly can. So like I do like 20 to 30 minutes while I prep the rest of my food. And then you cook your rice. First of all, that not only does that speed up the cooking process, but that drains a lot of the starch, so this rice is not sticky. If you're trying to make sticky rice, obviously that's not the way to do it. There's a different process.
Yeah.
But if you want like the separated grains of rice, that's kind of how you do it. And then you add like a couple tablespoons of oil or butter or ghee or whatever.
But you make food cooking sound fun as hell.
It is fun as hell.
You know, because it's like chemistry class. But like, I just can't. I can't get with it. I love eating, but I don't like the process.
You just don't have the patience to cook.
Yeah. You make it sound fun though. I like watching you cook. You know, I like it. I like making episodes.
You retain like 0% of the information.
That's because I'd be more amazed than I am enthused about making it. Yeah. I'll be amazed at the process. You know what I mean? Like, damn, this is interesting watching this shit. I mean, because like, you see the raw elements of it, and then you see how it all cut. I don't know. I get into that. Yeah. I get into it. I just can't do it myself. You know, I don't have the creativity. Like,
I disagree, but
you think I got the sauce to, when my mind is there. I could like.
I think anyone can cook. I think there's a difference between having the instinct to look at something and be like, or taste something and be like, that's missing, like, whatever.
Yeah,
but I think everyone can follow a recipe.
Everybody should be able to follow instructions.
Yeah, you know? I think anyone, like, there's basic things that everyone.
But see, that's the thing. You can't just follow instructions. You gotta be able to, ad lib here and there.
Not necessarily. I mean, of course, that's a lot of cooking. But if you are just trying to learn how to cook, you eventually will get there. Like, you will develop certain instinctive things. But
you give me confidence.
Yeah, I think anyone can cook.
Okay, look. We gonna see, y'all.
I mean, don't start out making beef bourguignon. But
hey, look, you never know. I'm going to the top. I'm coming for everybody. If I become a cook, I'm about to be the best.
That's your thing. Is like you're so competitive that it's kind of toxic. From being honest.
What you mean? I just like being. If I'm gonna do it, I'm about to be the best. Look, once I be like, I'm about to have a press conference, y'all. I'm a cook now.
Wow.
And then next thing you know, you gonna see your boy with a Chef Boyardee hat and an apron.
Stop it.
Anyway, I do want to say something more about the food. We went on that tangent, but here's the thing about the that mixed grill. I don't know who makes this chicken or how y'all get the chicken so consistent every single time. This chicken was grilled. It's always grilled. Every time we done had Middle Eastern food, Indian food, Middle Eastern food, the grilled chicken is it. I never had no chicken and be like, man, they lost it on this one. Never. It is always what grill y'all use.
Well, it's actually it's probably the marinade. If I'm like thinking of how my mom would make this chicken, she marinates it in yogurt.
Yeah. Really?
Lemon juice, olive oil, all the spices overnight. And then grill it. And then you grill it. So it retains a lot of that moisture, and the acid in the yogurt breaks down.
That's the secret. Because
that's how my mom makes it.
Never miss, y'all. Like, and I bring that up because this chicken was fire. Not only just the chicken, but the beef was good.
But the chicken was exceptional.
Yeah, the chicken was absolutely just over the top. It almost, and this is, I don't know. I want to say this is maybe the first time I really was like, yo, the chicken stole the show. Because normally I'm like, if it's a beef kebab or even a lamb, I'm just like, that's,
The lamb is my favorite.
Yeah, I know. I know. Lamb is your favorite. The beef and the chicken are always like my go-to, but like usually they all equal, I want to say.
I think the other place that you liked the chicken was Al Bawadi in Bridgeview.
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
they make the same chicken and it's fire.
Yeah. I mean, like this one, kudos to Intepli, man, because y'all did it. Yeah. Y'all did it, this one. Because like I ate it so fast. I was like, this. I think that's also why I was full. Because remember, I was like, I ate it. I was like, yo, this, I don't know what's going on here, but this shit. And the beef was good. Like I even ate
the rice was because really good.
You know what it was? I had the bread, and I start putting the rice and beef in the bread with the chili spicy peppers. Mm-hmm. Oh my, y'all! At one point I blacked out. I ain't gonna lie. I completely blacked out because like it was. I had the chicken separate. You know what I mean? I was eating that by itself. But then once I discovered that mixture, it was a wrap. It was game over. That mixed grill. That mixed grill went hard in the paint. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, they good. And here's the thing. Shout out to the staff. They speak their language. You know what I'm saying? So like this language barrier. You know what I mean?
One of the staff members does not speak English, but the other one spoke English. The one that took
the order. He did. Yeah, you know he did. But the waiter he was no English. You know, but. Nice is what I'm getting at. They were all nice.
And they were all speaking their language when we were walking out.
What was really cool is when he was recommending the lamb flatbread thing. You know, you asked him, you like, you know, how is that? And which one would you choose? And he was like, you know, and I like the way he said it. He was like, you might like it, but the way I interpreted it was like, go with that one. You know, like he was like, that's the one. You know, that's the one.
Followed his recommendation.
Yeah.
They also have a lot of sweets. So like they have different kinds of baklava. They have
we ain't trying none of that.
Knafa. They have. I want knafa so bad. If you don't know what knafa is, you're literally missing. If you like cheese, what is that? So knafa is they take semolina flour, which is just a kind of flour. It's regardless of what it is. It's a kind of flour, and they make it into these like vermicelli looking things.
I don't even know what vermicelli is.
It's like the little tiny pasta.
Oh.
It's literally like an inch. And it's usually in soups or something like a noodle.
Oh.
You know? Anyway, they look like that. They're not that, but they look like that. They're kind of making that from that semolina flour. And so it goes a layer of that, and it crisps up. It becomes like red, and then on top of that goes an entire layer of cheese, but it's a very specific kind of super creamy, like very cheese pull aesthetic kind of cheese.
Okay.
And it kind of reminds me of like a buffalo mozzarella, not the same taste, but in the creaminess of it.
Yeah.
And it's like smothered in syrup.
Okay, yeah. I wish we, man.
Oh, it is, and then it tops with like crushed pistachios. It is so good. Yeah. It's one of my favorite desserts, and I haven't had it in like a couple of years.
It's good. All I know is you put me on the baklava, and that was a wrap.
Oh yeah, when my mom came to visit, she brought a thing of baklava, and we ate it. And
man, let me tell you, baklava is if nobody had baklava, it's gonna change your life. Just point blank period. It's very flaky. You know, got the sweet on it. It's sticky.
Different kinds of nuts. Same thing. It's phyllo.
If that's your thing, different kind of nuts. I mean, like
it's stop. It's
good.
Phyllo dough.
Yeah.
With nuts and simple syrup.
Nuts and syrup. That's you know, you don't get no better than that.
Killer combo.
You know, it's good. Y'all, baklava is so good.
It's
y'all.
really good, and it's like it comes in such small portions that even if you're not a sweets person, you just eat one and you're good. You don't, you know what I mean? Like it's not overwhelming.
Cut them in squares.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you can easily, sometimes like. You know, like me particularly.
You're not a huge sweets
No,
person.
I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, so
Red
I just.
flag.
You said.
Bruh.
Yeah. There's a lot of red flags that I just overlooked.
Wow. First of all, y'all, I don't have no red flags. Just, who?
You have a bunch of red flags.
Wow. Don't tell these people that.
They need to know.
No, what they need to know? Well,
you don't like sweets.
I do like, y'all, I just don't eat a lot of them.
You don't like sweets. You did not drink coffee when we met.
And?
You did not. Okay. You eat for sustenance.
Yeah.
Red flag.
That ain't no red flag.
That is a major red flag. Okay.
Those are not red flags.
Yes, they are.
Nope. Not one bit. You know, coffee overrated. You know.
Let's wrap this shit up before I lose it.
Coffee is so overrated, y'all.
You're
Don't
overrated.
get me started. I drink it. You know what I mean? But it's overrated.
You drink it every single morning. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's still overrated. I ain't drinking it for. I'm drinking it as a diuretic.
Wow. Wow.
As a cleanser. No,
okay,
I'm just
Bruh.
Y'all check out Antepli. If we're mispronouncing it, I'm so sorry. It's a great Turkish place. Check out the entire Albany Park area.
Please do.
There's so many things to try and so many things to see. Go into like the little shops and see all of their imported things that are really cool that you really wouldn't see anywhere else in the city.
Yeah. Go down Lawrence.
Go down Lawrence.
And I'm gonna give a shout out to another community area, Lincoln Square, because right on the border of Albany Park, you have Lincoln Square, and right across that border is the Cambodian Museum.
Yep.
So if you want to continue that the tour of the world, you could definitely do that. And then there's the Donk House.
Yep.
You go down a little bit further. You right there. What is that? Western. I think so. I don't know.
Maybe.
You make that turn. That right turn.
Just Google Maps.
Yeah, Google Maps. The Donk House.
Whatever. Apple Maps.
Yeah.
Donk House.
Yeah.
And it's not Donk like. What did you say?
I said
called
dank.
it dank.
Look, man, I'm brushing up on my German, y'all. I should have got that. I don't know why I messed that up. Anyway, it's not about this right now. All I'm saying is like, if you want to literally experience different cultures on like a strip that is, a mile long, you could definitely do so.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep. We had a great time, and on that note, y'all be blessed.
Hey.
If you enjoyed this episode, send it to someone you like.
Yes.
If you hated this episode, talk to your mama.
Hey, and I'm sorry for keep on belching.
Also, sorry for Dari talking about his feet all the time.
Hey man, sun's out, buns out.
Wow,
sun's out, feet out. Man, that shit don't work.
Even rhyme.
That don't work. I tried.
You could say heels out.
Heels out.
Sun's out, heels out.
Nah. Anyway, Dario.
Sarah.
We out.
Hey.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of 77 Flavors of Chicago. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please like, rate, and subscribe to us on all streaming platforms where you listen to podcasts. And we hope you listen soon. We'll catch you back next Monday with a new episode. Bye.